नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बेटियाओं। आई एम JVN प्रोफेसर मंजू शर्मा, फैकल्टी नेम फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन मैथोलॉजी। डिपार्टमेंट नेम टीचिंग एजुकेशन एंड मैथोलॉजी। यूनिवर्सिटी नेम ज्योति विद्यापीठ विमेंस यूनिवर्सिटी। प्रोग्राम नेम BA/BSc B.Ed JADBC PCM second semester. Course name Understanding Education and its Perspective. Session name Relevance Thought of Educationist Indian philosopher Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. In previous video, talk in biography and other. Session name today I am delivering session Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, Principle of Teaching, Nature of National Education, National System of Education, all are discussing in this video. Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, Indian philosopher. Nature of the child and principles of teaching. Today's session name Nature of the child and principles of the teaching. According to Aurobindo Ghosh, nature, national system of education. According Aurobindo Ghosh, nature of the child and principles of teaching. Sri Aurobindo Ghosh attaches great importance to the divine, the gift inherent in the children. Accordingly, he has stated the three main principles and 5 other principles. The first principle of true teaching is that nothing can be taught. The teacher is not an instructor or taskmaster. Teacher is a helper and guide. And today's education, 21st century's teacher places philosopher, guide and friend also. The teacher work is to suggest it and not to impose on the mind of the students. Knowledge is within the learners and the learner has to help can be acquired. Learners has to help himself to bring it out, but he needs help. Somebody must tell him where it is, how it can be habituated to rise to the surface. Teacher alone can do this work. The second principle is that the mind has to be consulted in its growth. The idea is hammering the child into the shape desired by the parent or teacher is a barbarous and ignorant superstition. Sir Aurobindo wrote, "It is wrong and rather immoral to force adult will on the child. The divine in the child should not be ignored and mutilated. To force the nature of the child to abandon its own drama is to do permanent harm." The third principle of teaching It is work from the near to the far, from the known to the unknown. Man's nature is molded by his soul, past, his heredity, and his environment. The past is the foundation, the present is the material, and the future is the aim. And each must finds its due and natural place in any national system of education. Aurobindo's three main principles. The first is true teaching. Next one is the mind has to be consulted in its growth. The third principle of teaching is to work from the near to the far, from the known to unknown. Other principles are like as main principle of learning, consultation is the first principle of learning. Abhyas or study, natural practice is the second principle of learning. There are two important principles of learning: consultation and next is abhyas. Moral education. This should be on the following methods. Personal examples of the teacher and elders. Study of books having lofty examples. Satsang, good company. Suggesting and not commanding and imposing. All are the developing learners' moral education according Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. Discipline. Chitta Shuddhi, purification of the mental and moral habits, should be the basis of discipline. This means to discriminate between rights and wrong, impressions, and to absorb right ones in the mind. Sri Aurobindo advised teachers not to be arbitrary, despotic, impatient, and ill-tempered. Physical education. Perfection is to the true aim of education and physical development, according Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. And today's modern time, physical education are very important, and overall classes taught in physical education teach integrated BA B.Ed courses, other 11-12 classes, all are physical education provided in this time. According and the Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, main principles of the physical education. Moreover, without physical development in an integral part of perfection, moreover, without physical development, drama cannot be performed. Only a healthy body can contain a healthy mind. As the Sanskrit saying goes, Shri Ram Khalu Dharmasya Sadhanam. Shariram Khalu Dharmasya Sadhanam. The body is the means of fulfillment of dharma. शरीरम खलु धर्मस्य साधनम. Curriculum. According to Sri Aurobindo Ghosh, in this time, third principle, according to Aurobindo Ghosh, principles of teaching is to work from the near to the far, difficult to easy, known to unknown. In this time, in education, methodology, maxims of teaching. Curriculum. Physical development studies, mental development studies, cultural development studies, vital sciences relating to preservation of body, etc. Vocational development studies, international understanding programs. Teacher. Last principles according to Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. Teacher, a guide and helper. Sri Aurobindo observed, the teacher is not an instructor or taskmaster. He is helper and guide. His business is to suggest and not to impose. He does not actually train the pupil's mind. He only shows him how to perfect his instruments of knowledge and helps and encourages him in the process. He does not impart knowledge to him. He shows him how to acquire knowledge for himself. He does not call forth the knowledge for himself. He does not shows him where it lies and how it can be habituated to rise to the surface. So many principles according to Sri Aurobindo and the nature of the child and the principle of the teaching. Some quotes according to Aurobindo Ghosh. Perfect liberty would be desirable for the child. To bring out the real man is the first business of education, according to Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. The true basis of education is the study of the human mind. The idea of hammering the child into the shape desired by the parent or teacher is a barbarous and ignorant superstition. The education of the intellect divorced from the perfection of the moral and emotional nature is injurious to human nature. Perfect liberty would be desirable for the child. According to Aurobindo Ghosh, the teacher is not an instructor or taskmaster. He is helper and guide. The best method of moral education is by personal example. Daily converse and the books read from day to day. Thank you.